Hey, good morning, Kevin.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to another video here at Bicycle Warehouse. Today what I'm doing is I'm actually diagnosing a creak. The guest said that he had thought that it was possibly coming from the rear wheel, so that was the first thing that I'm inspecting. We pulled the free hub off, and we pulled the axle out, and we checked the bearing, we checked everything on the inside. We're now kind of checking the outside and didn't see anything in there that really stuck out, so it's kind of process of elimination at this point. So, you know, if he says it's coming from the rear wheel indoor drivetrain, then you have to kind of look at things that get affected upon power transfer. So, you know, the next thing would possibly be the cassette and or spider. You know, these things, you know, they're pressed together, so it's certainly a possibility that something could kind of pop out or move or squeak or something like that. So this was the next thing that I was checking out, and then I'll be, you know, looking at all the individual cogs and making sure that all the rivets are where they should be, and that, you know, none of the individual cogs here are bent or anything like that. Main concern really are the first two sections, because they are riveted together here. So the next thing I would be essentially looking at, if again with the creaking, is the whole rear end really. I mean, making sure that the derailleur is tight, because that'll certainly be affected if, you know, during power transfer. Making sure that this bolt is tight here. Every now and again, it's a good idea to put a wrench on there and make sure it is tight, because they can move and or back out. Second most important thing I would say is your derailleur hanger, because there's typically just a small little bolt, one or two, most of them are one. You know, if those things are loose, it can certainly affect everything in the rear end, that drivetrain. If that thing is not stable when you're putting power forward, everything in the back end is going to move around. So I'll check that. I'll also check the chain, make sure that there's no cracks in the chain plates or in the rollers or anything like that. And then going into the process of elimination, like I was saying here, you know, I'll check the crank, and I'll check the chain ring, check the chain ring bolts and or the bottom bracket. And then if I don't see anything there, next thing I'll look at is the linkage, making sure that all the linkage bolts are tight. They should be Loctite. They should all be torqued down to factory spec, and hopefully by that point, if I've checked all that stuff, something should stick out. If there is something that is really noticeable. So hopefully by checking A, B, C, or D, the main points of your drivetrain that are affected by transfer, I should be able to figure it out. So thanks for checking out the video today.